welcome back to Talking Wolves and welcome back to another match preview. We're going to be looking at Wolves' game this weekend up against Aston Villa. A big game which everyone would have, of course, looked at when the fixtures were released at the start of the season. And Villa fans, don't pretend that you didn't. And Wolves fans, don't pretend that you didn't, because it was one of the first games that everyone would have looked at. After you look at the likes of Man United, Man City, Liverpool, Villa would have been one of the fixtures that everyone looks at. And whether you class it as a rivalry or not, it's a big game for Wolves. We still need 3 points in the Premier League. And of course, the Premier League and the Europa League seem to be the two priorities at the moment this season. And I think this game is a good game to go into right before the international break. Some good momentum at the moment for Wolves. Fantastic season so far, no doubt about it. I know at times people think we should be performing better, but I think our record this season has been sublime. So I'm really hoping that we can get the 3 points. We're going to be talking about the game in a second. But first, go and check out our channel partners over at OneFootball. Fantastic football app to go and check out, guys. I'll make sure I leave a link to them in the description down below. They've really helped this channel out. And there's something that we're really excited to show off at the end of the month in collaboration with OneFootball as well. Great football app. Check your live scores, your live football news, transfer rumours, the works. Are free to download in the description down below. But yeah, Villa. Wolves are currently 12th in the Premier League, sat on 13 points. Villa 16th with 11 points. And Wolves actually just 4 points outside of the top 6 at the moment. Well, 3 points outside the top 6 at the moment, saying that. So a win could really catapult Wolves back up to the table, into the top half of the table. But a defeat for both these teams as well would be not dreadful, wouldn't be the end of the world, but a bit of a kick in the teeth, really. Villa have had a strange old season so far. They've had some good results, some good performances, but they'll definitely have some performances that they won't be too happy with. Of course, we faced off against Villa a week or so ago in the Carabao Cup, and both of those sides will be completely different to the talent that we see this coming Sunday at Molineux. Wolves, of course, making an array of changes, introducing a number of under-23s players in that game. And I highly doubt any of the players that started that game will start on Sunday as well. But it was a good win for Wolves against Slovan Bratislava in the Europa League on Thursday. A good way to hopefully take a little bit of momentum into the game on Sunday. One of our most complete performances of the season. Just a shame we didn't add 1 or 2 more goals. But overall, a good win. And I think that has been the story of Wolves' season in terms of performances. We're playing well enough, but we're just not scoring enough goals. And I think against Arsenal, we could have easily won that game. Newcastle, Southampton, especially Southampton, of course, we had the ball in the back of the net, although that wasn't a great performance. But I think this switch back to the 5-2-3 or the 3-4-3 seems to be working quite well for Wolves. And it'll be interesting to see how it works against Aston Villa come Sunday. In terms of Villa, though, of course, Dean Smith, I said this on the Carabao Cup previews, done really well for himself as a manager, coming from Warsaw to Bristol City to Villa in such a short period of time. And although I don't completely agree with some of the players that Aston Villa have brought in, they've started the season a lot better than what I expected, to be honest. And they're doing obviously, I was going to say quite well. They're doing okay, but possibly not as well as maybe they would hope. And of course, the bottom 3 at the moment are Southampton, Norwich and Watford. Everton down there, who you expect to maybe pick up some results as well. So Villa really do need to watch what they're doing and still need to pick up some points. In terms of key men, I think the players really to look out for. Wesley, I think when he's on his game, he's on his game. But at the moment, I think he's a little bit too inconsistent for Villa. But one of the things that I've pinpointed with Wesley is his presence. He's a big striker. And we do tend to struggle with that. Even yesterday against Slovan Bratislava, when Bratislava pinned their number 9, Andrej Spora, onto Conor Cody, at times Cody struggled. So that would be my only concern, in that Wesley is pinpointed onto Cody and really bullies Conor Cody throughout the game. And I think that will be a big indicator to how this result goes and how this game goes for Wolves. Another key player as well, again, love him or hate him, but he's a great player, Jack Grealish as well. He's had his fitness problems over the last week or so. Apparently, he's 50-50 to face off against Wolves. Of course, that would be a big miss for Villa if he's not fit enough for the game, and a big game for Wolves if he doesn't play. But they've still got the players such as John McGinn as well, who can change the game completely. But Wolves coming into it, Diogo Jota's back. He's going to be fighting fit and fresh. For me, the home fixture we had against Villa a couple of years ago in the Championship was still one of my favourite games of recent years, where Diogo Jota and Leo Bonatini both scored. Great game. The atmosphere was electric, and I really hope that we're going to have a similar atmosphere to that come Sunday as well. And it's going to be a huge game. I think both teams will be looking forward to it. Both teams could win it. It's a winnable game for both teams, no doubt about it. But I think Wolves do have that little bit of extra strength, don't they? We've got that quality. We've got that little bit more experience in the squad as well. And I'm really hoping that we can get the better of Villa at home on Sunday. In terms of my lineup, I'd start Rui Patricio in goal, as always. Back three now. This is an interesting one. Obviously, Max Kilman playing fantastically against Slovan Bratislava, but I think I'll stick with the same back three that faced off against Arsenal. So Romain Saiss, Connor Cody, and Leander Dendoncker. Standard fullbacks or wingbacks of Johnny Otto and Matt Doherty. Midfield two of Neves and Matinho. And then the attacking three of Adama Traore, Raul Jimenez and Diogo Jota. Raul Jimenez been on fine form so far this season. Adama Traore, I'd love him to get one over on his old club as well. He's been fantastic. Got another assist last night for Raul Jimenez's goal. And if I have to chuck out a prediction out there, I'm going to go with Wolves 2, Aston Villa 1. Really looking forward to the game. Wolves' record against Villa as such in the top flight has not been great. However, we've got decent form against them in recent years in the Championship and so on. So I'm really hoping that we can turn up on Sunday right before the international break and give a real good performance. It's been a real Jekyll and Hyde season for both teams in terms of halves. I think Villa are towards the top of the table for first half performances, but towards the bottom of the table for second half performances. And Wolves are almost vice versa. So it's going to be interesting to see who can really take the upper hand. If Wolves can turn up in the first half, it's our game to lose, I think. So, yeah, hopefully 3 points for Wolves. Let me know your thoughts and predictions in the comment section down below. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already, guys. And until next time, hopefully you enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll see you all very soon.